We're so blessed in Lincoln to have almost every ministry that Young Life offers. I had my first cabin of girls that included Jamie Stallings and Tara Peterson at the time, and they had just finished their junior year, and I thought I had hit the lottery with these girls. I mean, they were just so great. We clicked. We had such a great week at Castaway. They opened up to me. I was able to affirm and encourage them and really walk alongside them as they considered a relationship with Christ. And it was just so incredibly fulfilling for me.
I have such good memories of being at Jamie's and, baking cookies, and later after camp having Bible studies, and crying and laughing, and the impact that made in my life that I even recognized more after the fact. Was that it communicated something to me that I had not ever had someone, tell me. And it was learning about Jesus, but it was also learning how to be okay with where I was, how to love other people.
I honestly loved Pogue though too. She would just come in the hallways and she just had this just kindness and confidence and just love. Like, she just radiated love for everybody she met. She shared her own struggles too. And I think that is where Young Life can be so different. It's somebody who you're with all the time. She's walking life with you. She's showing up to games, and you get to know their stories too. It's authentic, it's real.
And she just was this amazing example of walking alongside of me that I just wanted to hold on to. I was excited to come back from camp and to know that she was going to be here with us and we're going to keep getting to hang out.
I loved being a leader because it was just a great community to connect with. I looked up to Jamie and just saw the impact she had put into my life and how much she changed my life. And I just wanted to do that for someone else.
It's an incredible privilege to be a Young Life leader. And I feel like I've been a Young Life leader for 25 plus years. It was evidenced in when I moved back to Lincoln and started hanging out with Jamie and Tara again. And granted, I'm 7-8 years older than them, but now they're my friends, now they're my peers. And it was so funny because Jamie, I went to her daughter's basketball game and she introduced me to all of her friends as her Young Life leader. And this is all those years later. And I remember thinking, that just means so much to me. Like, I love being introduced as her Young Life leader all these years later, because it just shows that imprint of our relationship has rang true and has stuck with her throughout her life. Even though now we're friends and more peers, it's a very, very special title. It's an incredible responsibility and a great privilege. I truly believe that Young Life is a legacy ministry here because of the strong leadership that we've been so blessed to have since the 60s. The fact that my daughter is here at UNL, and both of my daughters have been leaders all 4 years of their experience at UNL, because it's been so incredibly fulfilling and satisfying for them.
There was something so fulfilling about being involved in Young Life and getting to be surrounded by kids my age that we all believed in the same thing, and we all just looked forward to coming to club every Monday night. I knew when I was done with high school that I just could not be done with Young Life. It was something that I was so passionate about, and that I just couldn't see my life without Young Life in it, and without investing in others like people had invested in me while I was in high school. And so when I got to college and I knew that there was Young Life at University of Nebraska-Lincoln, and I knew I couldn't pass up that opportunity, so I got involved right away and became a leader at the beginning of my freshman year of college. And although there was so many other things I could have been involved in, I knew that Young Life was one of my biggest priorities.
We moved back to Lincoln, and one of the big reasons is I wanted someone like Jamie Pogue investing in my kids' lives. I know the impact it made on my life.
I was thrilled when my daughter got to high school and club was an option for her to get to go. It came time to sign up for camp. And I told her, like, oh, you have to go. You just have to go. It's amazing. It's everything that they say it is. And it's Castaway. It's where I went as, my first year at camp. You have to go. So we signed her up, and I think her first text was like, I can't wait to tell you everything. It was amazing, and it was so fun because I knew I'd already had a taste, of what it's like. And so now having my daughter get to do that and know the experience that she got to have.
My mom was a Young Life leader, so I grew up in a very church family. But I've never really had like a group to go to because I just moved to Lincoln this summer, and my first time ever being in a Young Life event was camp, going to Frontier, and it was literally the best thing ever. As soon as I got on a bus, I joined a family. They were super crazy, supportive, and loving, and at camp, I already had a relationship with Jesus, but it grew deeper, and I've never had people talk to me about Jesus the way they did at camp. My leader, Anna, I've never been so close to anyone about Jesus and just talking about even non-related Jesus things like volleyball, school, friends. It just means a lot knowing I have much more support than just family and friends, just meeting someone and knowing she cares so much about all of us girls and more beyond than anyone else.
I am Jamie Sullivan, and Jamie Pogue was my leader, and this is my daughter.
I'm Tegan Sullivan. I'm a junior at Southwest, and Anna is my leader, and this is my mom.
I know my friend Tegan from our moms. They went to high school together, and they were involved with Young Life from the very beginning. And so that's been really inspiring for me because I've seen pictures and heard memories and videos and just heard how much it's impacted her life. And I really wanted to have that be part of my life too. And it was just really cool to be able to go through the same experience with her like our moms did. And this summer when we both got to sign up for Frontier and we went together, it was really cool to be able to form a new part of our relationship that was centered on Jesus and not just a friendship.
I'm Tara Mackerel, and Jamie Pogue was my leader, and this is my daughter.
I'm Ava Mackerel, and Bree and Portia are my leaders at East, and this is my mom.
Although I'm investing in others, I really feel like my girls have invested a lot in me and have just given back so much to me and have really made my life feel so fulfilling. And I know that I'll have those relationships with them for the rest of my life. And I'm just so thankful for everything that Young Life has brought me.
I'm Jamie Pogue, and I've been involved in Young Life for over 25 years.
And my name's Riley Pogue, and this is my mom and wildlife leader. And now I'm a Young Life leader at Lincoln Southeast.
I am just so grateful that Jamie said hi to me in the hallway, and then she knew my name.
Had Jamie not pursued us, so many years ago and set kind of this ball rolling and this trickle effect of my life being so impacted, and then me being, encouraging and knowing what was ahead for Ava, and to have her jump in and to now have her be so invested and excited about what's going on and what she gets to be a part of. It's exciting, and it just feels like a gift to be able to watch it now, just as a mom.